Hello Minecrafters, GeneriKB here once again with another Minecraft video. I decided I've had enough kind of silliness for a couple days, you know, with my mushroom racing and my trying to put a creeper in a box. It's my creeper in a box. Step one, put a hole in the box. Anyway, maybe the silliness isn't over. But alright, so I've been working on sugarcane farms, and let me kill this guy, because he is... Kill you with redstone. Okay, maybe that'll keep the... Oh no, it's that guy. Screw it. Forget it. Take two. I've been working on sugarcane farms, and I've got one in my multiplayer world, and I updated it with a bud switch, which you guys have seen Etho's tutorial on it. And if you haven't, basically it's this real cool thing where if a block updates next to this piston, such as yoink, then you can have that trigger off a redstone signal, and it does a bunch of cool stuff. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about sugarcane farms. So I built one of these, and I had it hooked up to a bud switch with a little sugarcane growing out of it. And I was noticing that I was getting a lot of little remnants. Like, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe if I get inside of here, like Armitage says. If you look here, yeah, so you see, like, there's a couple, and two's not so bad, but sometimes I've seen like 4 or 5, and, you know, not that I'm a, you know, nitpicky Nancy or nothing, but yeah, it kind of seemed like inefficient, so I decided to play with it. So I made a couple versions. Here's the one, actually that's the one I have in my current multiplayer world, but here's one I've seen a lot, where it's just the bare bones pistons with you know, you got your channel of water and your sugarcane going against it. So that's version 1. Here we have the same thing, but instead of plain pistons, you have sticky pistons. And the thought on that is because this is a solid block pushing in, it might reduce the amount of stray sugarcane that falls on the edge. So you got that. And then my third, oh, what the heck? Oh, I stepped on a pressure plate. And then the third one I tested was the same as option 2, except I did a 2-wide channel, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Now for each one of these setups, you know what, let me turn my music down. You kids, turn your music down. Your crap rap music. Anyway, so I decided to check 3 different options. One is with a button, so you get that kind of delay, right? One's with a pressure plate, where I just kind of stand on it and then go back. And then one was with the bud switch, and I put the bud switch on the slowest setting. Right? So here's what I found. Hold on, come on a second. Let me move this fraps out of my way. Okay. So here's what I found out. I started off and I did all 3 of them with the with just the button, and that was kind of like my base test, my control test, if you will. Now for both this one and the second one, they both did pretty poorly. Out of, I did 10 tests of each one. So like if I hit grow, right, and I hit a button, I'd let it all fall, and then I'd walk around and I would count them. So I'd be like, okay, there's 1 and 2, right? Actually I sounded like 3, so it was probably 3. And then I would mark it down, right? And I did that 10 times per input type. right? And what I found out was with the button for both this one and the other one, so both of the one wide channels, were pretty atrocious. Out of 10 times, I lost a total of anywhere between like 22 and 25 or 27 sugar canes, which isn't that great. But here's why that's happening. Hopefully it'll do it. Actually, that one was a clean one. Of course it wouldn't do it if I wanted to. But what's happening is sometimes when the piston pushes it, it pushes these guys so far over that it actually goes over the water and lands on the opposite side. And so, of course, that's the same for both of them. And so I decided to... Oh, raining over there? Yeah, get rid of you, rain. So I decided to give it a test over here just to make sure that that's what was really happening. So I did the same test with the button, just the button only, on this one 10 times, and it was great. Out of 10 times total, I lost 11 sugarcane. So definitely an efficiency gain. So I kind of determined, like, hey, this is probably a better design in general. And then I tried all these different options on this one. Now, with the bud switch, I got quite a bit more, I think right in the range of like 17 or 18 sugarcane that I would lose. And you can see, like, there's a couple right off of that. So if you lost 2 per test, I mean, that right there is 20. So it was definitely more. I would lose more. It was more inefficient, the bud switch, than it was with the button. So then I tried, I was like, alright, well, let's just see with the pressure plate. And what I did was when I would grow it, I would stand on it until all of the sugarcane fell in the water, and then I would walk off. So let's see, hopefully that'll work great for me. So I would go, bloop, and they would all fall in, and as you can see, 0 fell to the sides, right? 0 waste. Now, out of my 10 times doing that one, I only lost 3. So if you think of it, that's like, here's 8 on each side. So that's 8, 16, 32 times 10, 320. So out of 320 sugarcane, and if my math is wrong, I apologize, I'm bad at math. But out of 320, I lost 3. So that's like 1%, so it's 99% efficient. Now the problem is, you want an automatic sugarcane farm, right? So you can't just sit here and have this pressure plate where you go, okay, and then you go off of it. You want to somehow have a bud switch hooked up to it, but you want to make it longer. Now, there's probably better ways to do this. Oh, and actually, I was supposed to get rid of you. I thought I did get rid of you. What's going on? I tried this pulse lengthener doohickey, and it didn't work for me. But what did work is, here's my bud switch. And this might be a super crude ghetto way to do it. But what I did was I hooked the bud switch up to the set input of an RS NOR latch. So this is my RS NOR latch. I've done a tutorial on this. I'll link it in my description. But anyway, that goes to pretend this would be the pistons on your sugarcane, your harvesting pistons. And then from that, I just ran a line back to the reset portion of the RS NOR latch. And then I put some repeaters in it, and I set them all. Oh, this is crazy. Those should all be... You know, I think I must have had some kind of reset bug when I logged out. Yeah, anywho. So that was the theory anyway. So if you do one of those, piston goes out. How come that's not working? You were working fine. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. How'd that happen? Alright, so anywho, hit that. This is, so pretend this would be like your sugar cane that's finally growing. Piston goes up, and then it goes back down. So again, this part here is the RS NOR latch. If you want to learn how to build it, just go to my tutorial on it, and then go right off of it. You got your line that loops back with a bunch of repeaters that go back to the reset, and that should give you the automatedness. Oh, come here, you. That'll give you the automatedness of the bud switch, but you'll get the efficiency of if you just were standing on this cool little pressure plate. So that's what I got. If you have any questions, just call me. No, leave your questions in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to me. I've got plenty more up my sleeve. That's all I got for tonight. Ciao, Mix!